Hi everybody, welcome back to Thaumaturge with me, Sid, and well, I'm actually running a bit of a test, but this seems to be working pretty well. So it was suggested that maybe it was a north-south bug that was causing the problem, so I've moved the timer over here, which is now out of juice. I also put more aura into the system as well, which has worked out really well, so as soon as we can, we realistically want to get this. I've got 48 of these run now. I've run 6 stacks of TNT through. Got plenty. In fact, we should probably turn that on while we're waiting for this to keep running. And also, this thing here has pretty much. This is trying to run, obviously, and failing because that's full. Put a double chest in there. And the reason for that will become apparent, I hope. So there is, however, something I want to look at. Now, we have the in fact, let me just come away from this piston for a moment. We have the Thaumium Essentia Smeltery there, which gives us a better thing. However, there's an upgrade to this which I didn't know, which is the Void Metal, Essentia Smeltery, which, if I kind of read this right, is probably even better than that one. Kind of makes sense, really, doesn't it, when you think about it? The problem is it's not researched, and I'm not entirely sure how to unlock it. Now, it could be something as simple as scanning the existing Thaumic Essentia Smeltery. Could be. I doubt it's going to be as simple as doing that, but where's my Thorncraft bag? Thank you. We'll give it a try for the sake of it. Nothing new can be learned from this. So definitely not that. Doubt it's that. Could be, but doubt it's that. This stuff we can use to make other things as well, by the way. We can actually do the Eldritch pedestals. So that might be something we want to look at to replace these. I don't know whether it gives you any bonuses, I'll be honest, but it might look cool. Hey, steady, steady. So let's just give that, let me just check that out while we're here, and I've got this Eldritch stone. And a bit of that. Looking good. So if I take you out the middle there and place you in, I don't know whether I like. Ooh, might have broke something here. Hang on. But. Alright, that's rotating again. Don't know what. I'm not sure whether I like that though. I don't know whether it actually gives you any real benefits. That's the key thing here. Is it any? Go on, off you go. Yeah. Don't know. If you know anything about that, let me know, because I've not played with those before. That is a completely new, unknown thing to me. So we'll stick you in there for now. You can go up there. Right, so what do we need to play with? We need to play with, I think, this stuff. And to get that, we're going to need to put a void seed in with Vitium and Metallum. Metallum, dead easy. Void seeds, I think we should have quite a few of those already. I'm not entirely sure where I've put them. There we go. Give me a void seed. So if I go and try that, I should have plenty of Vitium and Metallum in the system, so I'm not even going to check. Let's see what happens if I make a bit of void metal, shall we? Oh, thank you. Nothing can be learned from this. Okay. I'm curious as to how we unlock this furnace thing. I really am. There's nothing obvious this kind of direction. There's nothing particularly, I mean, void metal, 1 caps, power from beyond. Okay, yeah, we've done that. I really don't think there's much left in here to play with. Alchemy, it's got nothing. I am somewhat lost for what we need to do to unlock that one. Ah well, but that doesn't alter the fact we need some stuff today. So last episode we made the cobble gen, and the cobble gen has worked really well. Now that cobble gen, we didn't just make it for the love of cobble, you know. We did actually have a requirement for it, and that is to make sand. So we are going to need to get a few bits and pieces together. We're going to need, let me get this right, we're going to need, let's just go over here and look at these creepers die while this happens. Oh, hello. Thank you. Don't mind if I do. We are going to need what? We're going to need a essential smeltery, a couple of alembics, yep, we're going to need that. We're going to need that. We are going to need a alchemical construct. So yeah, nothing we haven't done, and I'd probably make a thaumium one just because we can, but we're going to need to pull together all of that. So that should be fairly straightforward. We need one of those, which is one of those, which is that in there with some of that. That should be fairly straightforward. Crucible is fairly straightforward. Yeah, one of those. We're going to need 2 more of those to make the construct with another alembic, and then we're going to need some alembics as well on top of that, and probably some pipes and some labels and some nitro. Lots of things. So let me start pulling that lot together. I'll be back in a mo. Alright, I think we're getting close to having most of what we need. There's our alchemical constructs. We want one of those wants to go in here, giving us that. That's going to take a wee bit of time to charge up. But that gives us the thaumium hoofer. Now, what I haven't got yet is the alembics. I've got those, but I also need... where are you? Iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to get another one of those going, which will go here with a little bit of that, and a little bit of that, and that plus those. That's our arcane alembic. We need oh, nitro. If I were nitro, where would I be? There, gimme. Okay, so we got that, the alembics. I think that's the other thing we need, and then some labels. Alembic. Alembic is more of this stuff, some of that stuff going on. So basically 4 gold and 2 of those. So yeah, the idea here is we're going to be... This is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm running a bit low on gold actually, so it may be something that we need to consider doing a gold farm at some point. I'm kind of a little bit wary and reluctant to do that because, well, let's not beat around the bush. It's hang on, 2, 3. That will give me 3. Give me that one. That will give me 4. Okay. Some great wood. 1, 2. And then buckets, isn't it? That's the last bit, the missing link. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bang. So buckets, great wood logs, filters. Well, I know I've got the there you go, plates, arcane alembics, and then the last thing I wanted was labels, wasn't it? Have I got any? Let me go and check that first. Have I got any here? If I were a label, no. Let me check the thingy. So the labels will restrict what can go into these labels, basically in the same way they restrict what can go into these jars, and I want one of those. They also can restrict. Have I got any labels? Apparently not. Who knew? They can also restrict what will go into the alembics, so we can make the alembics, you know, pretty much guarantee what they will be. Now I've got a sneaking suspicion that I don't have any slime here, and I can duplicate it, but that's about it. So I need a slime, and hang on, let me just check a second. Did I? No, it's all right. So yeah, what we will do is we'll pipe out the contents of the. I only need that and that. I only need 2 labels, don't I? Realistically, have I got? Nope, no paper. We'll pipe out the contents of the cobble gen. That will be split into 2, hopefully, if I can work out a good way of splitting them. And what that will give us is, one will give us a pretty good supply of Pedisho, and then we can use that to break the other cobble down into sand. That's the plan. Stan. 1, 2, 3. I can't remember how many I needed. 4. Okay. 4. Thank you. And oh, wrong thing. Like you, with a bit of that and a bit of that. And we just need 2 of those, so the rest can go in there. Okay. Let's go down. I'm still going to have to figure out how to pipe this in yet, but that's fine. Void jar. Actually, I'm going to grab a normal jar. I think what we'll do is we shall possibly, if we can, I don't know whether this will work, but we could have a jar buffer, a buffer jar thing going on, maybe a little bit. Maybe not, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Knew that was coming. Right, so we're over here. So what we need to do is we need to get Pedisho. Yeah, there was one other thing we needed, but we'll come to that in a moment. So if I come back here and put in our stupid. So that's that. And then we're going to, on the top of here, we're going to have you and you. If I can... like that. Now, no bellows or anything helping out with this. This is just a very, very straightforward. Pop a bit of you in. Now, this gives me Pedisho and Terra. That should give me just Terra. What I would like is, I'd like the Terra in the top one, to be honest. If I've got anything that just has Pedisho, Terra, Ignis. Let's trying to think. Oh, I know what will. That's got Aurum in it as well, though, hasn't it? I know what we can do. It's all right. Got an idea. There's no particular. I mean, it could end up that way anyway if I put it in, but I'd rather not take the chance. But what we have, or should have, about the place somewhere, what did I do with those? Am I even in the right pack? I'm not. Don't think. Use. Okay, and you have got Padisha. Wrong thing anyway. All right. We'll take our chances. We can always do it again if necessary. We can release it into the atmosphere and do it again. So yeah, let's run down here. Out. Out. Yeah, I know. Right. Run one of those through. And swap that out for that. Yeah, typical. Doesn't matter. We'll get you. Let's try that again, shall we? There we go, Padicio and Terra up there. So that's the way we want it. So once we've got that, we do that and that. Now that can only ever do that now. So what we're going to do here is we're going to place this void jar here, and we're going to place in a pipe there, and that'll have 2 in it, and eventually when that gets full we'll just start voiding the Terra. We don't want that. Now here's a question. If I place you there, oops, can I pipe from underneath? I don't think you can. No. So, that will hold 32. That will hold 64. You know what? It's not necessary. It really isn't. The buffer of this alone will be enough. So what we can do then is we can come in here. And then down one like that, and we're going to stick this in here as our heating source. We're going to have our crucible. We're going to get you and you like that. So that will go there. Yeah. And we shall pipe in from here. We'll go straight into here. So the theory being is, if we have a look at the uses for this in a crucible, one Padicio will give me sand. Bang. Bang. Spits out the sand. Huh? And that's empty there. Right, so that's the basic sand machine set up, and we can leave that all already on. That's fine. What we need to do is a get cobble down from there into here, but we also need to capture that, so we're going to need a hungry chest, and we need a fuel source for here, which I have an idea for. So let me get myself tidied up a little bit. I'll get myself some stuff together, and again, be back in a moment. Alright, so for fuel, we're going with a bit of blood magic actually. We're going to get in a bit of that. Where are we? A bit of that. That colour actually doesn't matter. What am I missing here? I'm missing a diamond, which means that's all for naught because I haven't got the diamond yet. Hang on 1 second. Actually, we'll keep hold of that for a second. We're going to get that down. We're going to grab one of our many diamonds. Not really many, but there's enough for what we need. Do I want to? I should really get rid of some of this stuff as well that we don't need kicking around here. Yeah, so bit of blood magic, and we've already got one of these running in the hoofer, the thing, and that is the lava crystal. So the lava crystal acts as a fuel source using life points instead of fuel, which means I think we've got one in here. So we bind it to me, bang, there you go. It's not doing anything, but it does mean that that now is effectively free to, well, not free, but you know, as near as damn it free. Whee. I'll not bother harvesting glowstone today. How are we doing petals? One for the time being. Not been very productive, but I've not really been in the overworld much, which is becoming more and more the case. So I'm beginning to start thinking I need to transfer blood magic over at some point as well, just for good measure. Maybe even the spud farm, because God knows how much charcoal there is in this system by now. Right, so we wanted that. The other thing we got that. Now the other thing we needed was our ducts and hoppers, if we have any kicking around. If not, we can make them. That's not a majorly problem. We've got a little bit of hopper duct there. Let me have a little hunt around, pull together what we need for that, and I will be right back with you. Alright, so all things being equal, not quite equal. I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. All things being equal, I think we should have enough here to get us started making some basic automation. Now we need to get that's going to go in there, so that's keyed to me. This we need to get fuel down here, and it needs to come in here, and it needs to also go in here. So let's just try something. If I go like that, and we grab one of my spare hoppers, and we go like that. Oh God, I'm stuck. Of course. Why would life ever be easy, eh? So if I take that hopper there and I go and grab, have I not got some means of getting up here? There we go. I'm going to grab that, and we'll turn you back on. There, that's fine. So if I were to go and place one cobble in there, alright, yeah, there's no thing, but that's fine. That is absolutely fine, because what I then want to do is I want to place a hopper pointing straight down, because this thing, what I want to do, if I can get this right, is place that in there. I'll just pop one in there, bang, it goes in, that gives you Padicio, bang, out comes the sand. Excellent, it's working. Kinda working anyway, after a fashion, if nothing else. Right, so this we just need to hide this lot away. Now I realise at the moment what we've got is not automatic. It is not automated by any stretch of the imagination, but that's fine, because the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here and take you out, and that out for that matter. We're going to grab a little bit of this, because why not, for now, and we are going to put you there, and we're going to stick our hungry chest here. So there's our sand output, there's that, this is coming down. So all we need to do then, oh God, that's not quite what I wanted. We need to turn you off a second, I think. Oh yeah, of course. Where's my pick gone? Give me. Okay. I need that. I managed to get myself stuck again, haven't I? Okay, okay. I recognise what I have done here. At least I haven't dug it open and, you know, made a whole mess of things. So what I want to do is go about here. Now that shouldn't break. That's outside of the field of this as thing. But what we're going to do is no. We're going to bring that this way. That's what we're aiming for. So, gimme, and you can go in there, and everything's full and good and fine. Ah, so when we turn this off, that turns that hopper off as well. Turn this on, excellent, even better. That wasn't intentional, I promise. So we're going to bring you out this way. Oh crap. Let me get up here. We're going to come around here to here, and then this is going to go to here to here. Now is that what is that going to do? Is that doing anything? Ugh. It's interesting visual glitch there. First question, is that point facing the right way? The answer is probably not. Blob, 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 blob. Not quite there. Right, now we're cooking with blood. Now, at the moment, this is not getting anything because this is filling up. This is filling up with Pediccio. What it will do. There is nowhere else for that to go. Oh yeah, we can see that's going in. So once this is filled up to the point where it's in there, this should start getting Pediccio and then start spitting out sand. It's not going to be perfect. This we freely admit, because of the way that this distribution here. We could probably come up with a more even distribution method given a bit of time, which I may have a bash at going forward. We may look at something we say hopper carts or something. I'm just really trying to get the basics going here. So there's 32. We're waiting for that to fill up. That's not getting any yet, so but that's fine. That should be empty. That's 32. That's now almost there. Once this has got just, oh, that's going to keep running, isn't it, though? Is there a way to turn that off then, I wonder? Short of taking that out, obviously. Let me just have a look at what's going on with my life. The life is fine. I'm not worried. So, how do we handle this? Because this is clearly still taking cobble. Don't worry about that. It is still there. All right, you come out. That will stop you. So what we'll do is we'll let this fill up. That will then start going. And yeah, let me just let this fill up a little bit. Be back in a moment. Alternatively, we'll just cheat some cobble into the system. So that's happily going, that's going there, we can pop you back in there, and what we should have is a system which in theory will produce infinite and free sand. It's not 100% perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but as you can see, and it's certainly, this is a damn sight faster than that, which in itself is maybe not a bad thing, because we can just let this thing do its business, that'll do its business, everything keeps going. As long as my LP remains at 1,000, which is not going down, then we know we're good. The only thing we probably need to do is then pipe this out into a decent size storage. But yeah, that's certainly, yeah. So now we're into, as you can see, we are literally going at the speed that this can go. Yeah, that's the sand. So the final part of this equation is how to make this stuff for free. Because this thing works pretty well. I really can't complain. You know, I can take a couple of stacks or 3 stacks even of this, we can set that running, and you'll see here, if we look at the ore stored now, if you watch that, that's going to go down. Alright, make a liar of me, why don't you? That was working fine earlier, and now not working at all. Wonderful. Well, what to do with this then? Nothing flying around up there. I mean, the blast is being absorbed. How bizarre. I wonder if it's just a tick lag thing. Let's just turn these guys off for a moment, shall we? Because in entity wise, we have got quite a few up there. I just wonder if that may be the cause of the problem. Let's let those run for a second, just run down. We'll check how this is going. Because we've got this thing going over here as well, which is obviously not going to be the most friendly thing on the server. I mean, pistons and servers and all this stuff going on. Yeah. Oh, there you go. You just got some. Right, that's finished. So there's really nothing going on here other than the piston thing. Let's just try that now. No. Well, I'll be, because that was absolutely fine when you saw it. You were watching it at the same time I was doing it. Oh, that is bizarre. That is really, really odd. In the oddest way that it could possibly be odd, that is odd. How very strange. Oh well, I mean, it works. Look, there's 49 ingots of this stuff to prove it works. It's just really bizarre why that is playing such silly sods in running. Yeah, well, but then we are on a very early version, a very early alpha of a thing. Let me just turn that off. That should stop that doing anything. That means we've only got that running in there, so that means, yeah, it'll probably slow that little bit of process down for a while. But yeah, so the only thing we need to do is automate the crafting of TNT. We've got sand of a fashion, we've got plenty of gunpowder, we're getting lots and lots of TNT anyway, but that's not a major issue. We also need to play with this some more because reasons. I really don't know why this is playing silly sods like it is, but yeah, I think on that note we're going to call it an episode, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.